Hello, everybody. This is the announcement video for week 4. Okay. Um, like I said, I'll try to do one of these every week. I'm pretty sure some of you guys probably would agree. One of these videos a week is probably a little bit too annoying. So it might be once every 2 weeks about. Okay. No matter what, I am sticking on to my emails though. So no matter what, you can go ahead and email me if you need anything. All right. There's a couple of notes that I want to bring up that I want to sort of just have everyone take a note of, right? There's actually 6 things I want to talk about. So let me go ahead and get started. Number one is the modules or the sort of like the assignments that are popping up on Canvas. I have taught Calc 2 before, but this is the very first time I'm teaching it entirely online. So I haven't built the course up yet, right? And I'm still fixing up stuff as we go. So just keep that in mind. I try to put up stuff. So for example, today I put up stuff for section 2.5 because I'm assigning it today, so it'll be due next week, right? So I try to have it out by, by Tuesday or by Thursday, whatever day that's there, right? So it's the first time that I'm creating the course. Just give me some time. The reason why it's taking so long is this is the first time I'm teaching calculus, right? And two, or calculus 2 online. And two, it's notice that the course in and of itself is entirely free, right? I hadn't made you buy a textbook. There's no real requirement for a graphing calculator. You're using Desmos, which is free, or you're using GeoGebra, which you're about to do, which is free. So the entire course is free. Nobody's ever made a course that's completely free, right? Actually, I lie. There's one other person, he's at Brentwood, and he's got 1 semester ahead of me with his material, okay? So yeah, it's going to take some time, okay? So that's one. That's the modules, at least. What, right? So why is it taking so long, right? Okay. Item 2, with the creation of the modules and the material that I'm going to make you guys cover, right? I think everybody's gotten a little comfortable with the 3 things, right? The quick checks, lecture questions, and then an online homework component where you just put in your answer and it'll tell you if you're right or wrong, right? Okay. I want to get to those that online homework portion. In particular, those online homework portions, sometimes I think for all of them, there's a button at the very bottom that says message instructor, right? Unfortunately, and I just noticed this, there's a couple of you that tried to send me emails there, and this was like 3-4 weeks ago now. And I never saw them because they don't forward to the Canvas, to my Canvas email or to my campus email, right? So I would tell you guys that don't message me through the homework messaging system, right? Send me an email through either Canvas email, right, or my direct email, my jguerrero@losmedanos.edu, because the online homework messaging system, it won't send me anything. Okay. So it'll just be sitting there, and then you guys would be like, oh, why isn't he emailing me? Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay. Item 3, which is something that I wanted to cover a long time ago. I've been wanting to sit down and do this video for a while, is the quick checks. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to switch to my to the online notes really quick. So hopefully you guys are seeing my online notes here. Okay. And there we go. Okay. So I'm going to use 1.5 as an example. Okay. So this is the point behind your quick checks, right? I do an example and then all of you try your own, right? And if you look, right, that's how it's been working out. And then the quick checks were left blank, right? I was expecting all of you to do it, right? And you guys have, very much so, okay? And those solutions, I'm grabbing your guys' solutions and I'm sticking them into our notes. So the more, this is what I've been saying like at the very beginning of the semester, right? The more clear you are with your solutions, right? The better it is for study material, not only for yourself, right? But for everybody else in the class. I am picking your guys' solutions, right? As solutions for the quick checks for each one of these sections, right? And the quick checks, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. They vary. It's not from the same person, right? And this is what I wanted to point out as well. That some of you guys have been maybe a little hesitant to provide solutions, right? And I've seen a couple people sort of just, and granted, this is how you can work a discussion, right? You post a period just to see answers, and then you sort of replicate the answers for yourself, okay? That is not the point behind the the quick checks. I do want you to be wrong, okay? Sometimes in your incorrect process, right? You produce something that will you produce a mistake that is common, and I want that to be pointed out to everybody to keep people on, keep their people on their toes, to keep it on everybody's radar. Okay, so don't be afraid to put something down that's incorrect. Like I said, so long as I see some form of forward progress on the problem itself, and that it looks like you're actually trying the problem, right? Then I have no problem with it. Then you'll get the full points, okay? And that goes, and I think up to, as of this video, I think I've done up to section 2.1. So for section 2.1, let's go up above here. I know they're there. Okay, you know what it might be? My online system, I'm swapping between my tablet and my desktop computer. Maybe my desktop computer hasn't uploaded everything yet. So hopefully they pop up on your end, okay? If not, let me know, okay? So that is, let me stop share. There we go. That is point 3 that I wanted to do, all right? The fourth bullet point that I wanted to talk about is sketches. So I've only graded up to 2.1. I'm going to be doing 2.2, 2.3, 2.4 in the next couple of days. Okay. We're getting into the part of calculus where we're going to need to be very precise with our drawing. So not only just draw it, but be very precise. Okay. Make them as precise as possible. You can go ahead and sort of verify everything using Desmos, GeoGebra, for the 3D figures that you guys are trying to sort of complete, right? I did give you guys some graphing utilities, some online graphing utilities. Not all of them work as I want them to. This is what I was explaining to somebody in the math tutoring center today. For all of the sort of the graphing aids that I've been providing you, not one of them was able to handle everything from the assignment that I gave. Does that make sense? So you're going to use a combination of the 3 to get the picture that you need, right? But regardless of, which one does or doesn't work, I do want you all to attempt to draw the figure. Okay, attempt to draw it and be as precise as possible. This is where you want to be meticulous. Okay, I tell people that Calc 2 is the math class where everybody learns to draw. Okay, everybody needs to learn to draw. It'll help you out for the rest of Calc 2, and then when you move to Calc 3, it'll at least help you sort of picture stuff out in space. Okay, all right, that's point 4. Let me see, point 5. It goes along with your drawings, okay? Be precise as possible, right? But the other thing for your quick check solutions, right, is that the answers sometimes that people provide are very short, okay? So short that there's like a lot of steps that are missing, that, you know, you guys put down a line, but then the next line down is not justified. Okay. Make sure you justify completely all the way down. Okay. It's okay, because I'm letting you guys use Desmos, right? Both the definite integral calculator and Desmos in itself is a pretty darn useful calculator in its own right. You can make it like solve stuff out if you wanted to, like if you do arithmetic, right? It'll give you the numerical answer to any arithmetic thing that you can give it. Okay. And it's fine to just give me that answer. Does that make sense? It's fine to give me, you know, negative 2.85, whatever, right? But I expect everybody to show me where that negative 2 point, I expect the where that came from. Okay, so if that number came from the evaluation of an integral from the limits 0 to 1, then I need to see that arithmetic like written out. Okay, yeah, that's the big one. Okay, so the sort of in everything in at least in this entire course, right? Justify every step. Justify every step. Okay, don't cut corners. Okay, that's bullet point 5, and I think I got one more bullet point 6 here, and that deals with exam 1. Okay, I think on the syllabus I have it slated for next week. Okay, and it's going to happen next week. The exam will be a written exam, so you will all have a time limit, so you're going to have to do it within a specific time frame. Okay, I will sort of post the exam. I'll announce it. I'll put up a video for it. Okay, and I will announce it to everybody. You all can either download it, print it, take a picture of it, submit, right? Or if you guys have devices on you, right? Put your answers on the device, take pictures, screenshots, whatever it is, submit it that way. However you can submit it, I don't entirely care. So long as you can submit something, I'll figure it out. Okay. But that's for next week. Okay. So I'll provide a bigger, more informative video for that sometime by the end of this week or early next week. Okay. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Okay. Besides that, I think I am done. Today is February 14th. I hope everybody's enjoying their Valentine's Day. Besides that, I have my office hours in the Math Tutoring Center on campus. Okay, some of you guys have noticed that I've been online during that time as well, so you can, you know, crash my Zoom room from 11:45 to 1 p.m. in the afternoons every day, Monday through Thursday. Okay, and I do have Friday hours. They vary sometimes. Okay, but for the most part, I'll be online something around maybe like around 11, 10, 11, 12 o'clock, all the way up to 8 p.m. Okay. So you guys can sign in into my Zoom room and, you know, we can talk. Okay. If I'm not there, don't, you know, don't leave. Please don't leave. Zoom actually tells me when somebody shows up into my room. Okay. So, and I, you know, go to the nearest computer and, you know, we can do our thing. Okay. Besides that, that is it for week 4. In terms of material, you guys are getting into section 2.5 and 2.6, some more applications of integration. So yeah, like I said, any questions, come visit me. Okay. If there's anything else, please drop me a line. All right. Besides that, I'm done here. Happy studying.